Hey, Astra Kids, and welcome back. And in today's video, we'll be talking about Gemini for 2024. So this is your yearly prediction. And for this, I do recommend that you use your moon sign. This will most likely be most accurate for you. You can also read this from your ascendant, but realize that your ascendant is going to show how the karmas unfold in your life. So very important to understand the aspects, conjunctions, dashas, etc. You can also read this from your Dasha Lagna. So, for example, if you're going through a Jupiter Dasha, take that sign that Jupiter's placed in and put it in the first house of your chart, and you can read from there. You can also read this from your Arudha Lagna as well. I also want to give a quick disclaimer that I'm using Vedic Sidereal Astrology. So, if you're coming from Western Tropical, this may not work for you. So, let's talk about some of the major transits as we go into the year of 2024. So back at the very tail end of October, we entered into this transit of Rahu in Pisces, Ketu in Virgo. This is a very interesting transit. Rahu in Pisces is excellent for anyone in the arts fields, media, entertainment, fashion, creativity. This gives huge inspiration and creative ideas with Rahu in the sign of Pisces. This also, though, could be a time where there are increased illusions happening as well, where there's difficulty with actually discerning what is real and what is fantasy. So this is something that's definitely going to increase as we continue to go through this Rahu and Pisces transit. Ketu in Virgo also is a time of reshuffling aspects of your lives. So many of you may be able to actually ditch some old habits that you've been holding on to from the past. But in the area of technology and innovation, this can be a bit chaotic as well. There could be some issues with disruption in internet, social media, technology at this time in some cases. This transit will go on until May 18th of 2025. Saturn has also entered into its own sign of Aquarius, its office sign where it is strongest in the sign of Aquarius. This started on January 17th of 2023 and will go until March 29th of 2025. So this transit definitely is all about taking responsibility, being of service to those in need. It's all about coming together as a collective and really being able to help people. Also, the things related to Aquarius may increase at this time because Saturn is in full strength and dignity here. So, definitely anyone who's working in science, research fields, this can be an excellent time for you as well. This may increase some events of hacking, of all of these things again related to Aquarius. So, technological innovation, all sorts of otherworldly and strange things happening as we move forward. Jupiter has entered into the sign of Aries since April 21st of 2023. This is a very strong position as well. Jupiter in Aries increases the ambition, the adventurous side, this drive to push forward is seen through Jupiter in Aries. This is a very innovative time, huge technological innovations. This also, though, can increase the negative aspects of Aries as well. So there can be a lot of competition, a lot of war, violence going on in the world as well. This transit will go on until May 1st of 2024. On May 1st of 2024, we will also see Jupiter shift into the sign of Taurus, and this is going to make everything about money. This is definitely going to put a huge focus on the financial markets, the stock market at this time, and where we are moving forward in terms of money and currency is going to be a huge theme when Jupiter enters into the sign of Taurus. This will go until May 14th of 2025. Some also important events to look out for are eclipses. Eclipses are major times of unexpected transformations. The eclipses always occur when the luminaries of the sun and moon are closest with the shadow bodies of Rahu and Ketu. So the luminaries are very important because they signify our consciousness. Sun is the soul and moon is the mind. So it's our ability to clearly see things with our consciousness. And the shadow bodies of Rahu, Ketu can create delusions, deception, darkness. So there can be some cloudiness over our sense of clear vision and consciousness at this time where some sudden and dramatic events can occur. And this is specifically true for those of you who have planets that are in the sign of Pisces or Virgo. You will see these dramatic changes take place. So the dates to look out for are March 24th or 25th of 2024, depending upon where you are in the world. April 8th of 2024, September 17th or 18th of 2024, October 2nd, and October 17th of 2024. So let's talk about the chart of Gemini then. So for those of you with Gemini in your chart, Jupiter has been sitting back in your 11th house. This has expanded opportunities in your life, expanded opportunities maybe for promotion, for all sorts of rewards, achievements at this time. This could have expanded your network circle as well, where you're meeting all different people, possibly even people from different walks of life, people bringing in wisdom, spirituality, knowledge, truth at this time. This has been a big, expansive time for many of you. We will see, though, that Jupiter will eventually shift back into your 12th house, which is going to make you a little bit more reserved and into your own space. So you may find yourself isolated as you come into the springtime of 2024. This also, though, could be really good for your studies. This can get you into deep research into all of your academic or spiritual pursuits at this time. It could also take you traveling to foreign lands. It could take you into all sorts of situations where you're gaining new experiences and learning at this time, but definitely pulling you more behind the scenes. This could help with your sleep life as well for some of you. If you've had broken, disturbed sleep, Jupiter is a benefic coming back into the 12th house of the bedroom. This can be very beneficial for you. It can bring a sense of happiness and peace within yourself and really pull you into your home space and into your internal world at this time. It could really get you into occult mysticism, again, deep research, wanting to uncover deeper meaning and truth. This could bring in some sudden transformations as well. So, if you are not in a place where you want to be, there can be some dramatic changes coming up to remove some aspects of your life that are no longer serving you. At the same time, it can help you with dealing with situations of crisis and danger at this time as well. Jupiter also can help to protect your married life when it goes back into this 12th house for some of you also. But as Jupiter sits in the 11th house of the chart, really it is protecting you from conflicts, difficulties, illnesses in your life, where you're able to settle some of the conflicts and difficulties that you're facing. It may be a time of settling legal disputes, settling debts, loans in your life as well. So Rahu has moved into the 10th house of your chart since the end of October. This is a very dynamic position. So for many of you, this is excellent because a lot of Gemini ascendant people like to be creative in their career pursuits. So this could definitely increase this if you are into the arts, media, entertainment at this time, giving you inspired ideas, out of the box thinking. This is excellent, where you are thinking ahead. You're coming up with all sorts of new ideas. And for some of you, they may be ideas that are just starting to form, where they're a little bit out of reach or something that you're a little bit unsure of. It's something new that's coming in with this Rahu energy. So you're starting to come up with, what are you thinking about as far as the future and where things are headed in your career life? This is definitely going to make you heavily focused, though, towards your public and professional life, which may take away from your home life with K2 back in the 4th house. So there's a little bit of detachment happening within your home environment. You're focused more towards security, towards protecting the welfare of your future, your status, your work life is becoming extremely important to you. This may mean that you're taking on a leadership role as well. And with this position, for some of you, you could even be traveling due to your work life as well, where this can move you away from your current location. K2 in the 4th house also can make you a little bit restless within your internal mind as well. It could be a time where you want to find ways to calm down your psyche, to find some calming and relaxation techniques. This could be very helpful and beneficial to you. For some of you, this could also be a time where you are getting into real estate, into property. Again, you could be relocating home, or you could just be getting into new property deals at this time that could be beneficial for you, depending upon how your other planets are placed in the chart. This could be a time where you're a little bit detached from your mother as well. You may want to check in with your mother to see how she's doing, especially when Jupiter moves back into that 12th house. It will aspect onto K2 in this 4th house. So it could be a time where you want to check in to make sure all of your family members are okay at this time. There can be sudden transformation because of K2's aspect on the 8th house of the chart as well. So, especially if you have planets in that 8th house, definitely dramatic situations of change and transformation. Some of you are going through a spiritual journey at this time where it's demanding a lot of letting go, a lot of change and growth within yourself. Definitely K2's aspect on the 8th house, along with Jupiter, makes this excellent for gathering knowledge and information, deep research. This is excellent for anyone who needs to get into the research areas or someone who's just curious about wanting to learn more. This will give you incredible knowledge at this time. This could also show some separation if you are in marriage with the in laws, with spouse's family. There's some kind of detachment here. There may be issues related to inheritance or issues related to shared resources within the marriage also. Be careful about making careless decisions in the area of money. Saturn is transiting in the 9th house of the chart. This could make you very serious about your education, about your belief systems, wanting to really get deep into these subjects. At the same time, there could be fears. There could be some kind of doubt in your mind about those higher belief systems. So be very careful of steering away from this. Saturn is asking you to grow in this area, to grow in your education and your learning and your experience and your belief systems. This is a huge time for this. So it may take you through a dramatic transformation where it is trying to get you to understand the higher wisdom of life. This could also be a time of traveling to foreign places also, but there may be delays, obstacles, frustrations around this because Saturn is very slow moving. So this may be something where there's more travel and movement like you would want towards the end of this transit rather than in the beginning of it. And of course, Saturn has been here since January. So definitely this could be that some of the plans that you have already made in the past have been delayed and pushed back a little bit in this area. This could show some struggles in the area of education as well for some of you, but mainly because Saturn's here, you become very disciplined. You put in the hard work and effort to really excel in your studies. This could also show some separation or distance with your father or with some type of fatherly figure or teacher in your life. There could be issues here. Make sure that you actually put in the effort to work towards this relationship. Saturn's aspect on the 11th house can create obstacles in your area of dealing with friends, social networks, connections, especially when Jupiter leaves this house. This could become very tricky to deal with for some of you. Definitely, it shows that you have to put in a lot of work and effort into maintaining those relationships. This becomes very important for you. This could also show some success, though, in regards to gains of wealth and opportunities through your hard work and effort, through your learning. For some of you, you're gaining new information that can help you level up through your professional life. Saturn's aspect over onto the 3rd house can create obstacles with siblings, with close friends for some of you, with your neighbors. There can be, again, be some distance there. So again, this is a time to really work on your relationships. You may be isolating yourself a little bit too much. Saturn will also aspect on the 6th house, which could help you actually in the area of dealing with debts, loans, all sorts of legal issues, competition. You could really do well in this area, but it definitely demands hard work and effort to really put in the time to not just dilly-dally in this area, but to really take care of this is extremely important. This could be a time where you want to go for health checkups, where you want to work on relieving debt and loans that you've taken on in the past. Saturn's demanding that you really do some work to clean up different areas of your everyday life. So this can keep you very busy at this time. For some of you, you may need to de-stress a little bit because you are constantly working towards something, constantly focusing on hard work and your daily routine at this time. So the overall message of 2024 for Gemini people really is about being courageous and daring, going for things in your life. This is opening up a new path and direction for some of you. And for some of you, you may feel a little bit frustrated as if you are being forced into changes that you didn't really want. There's some unexpected new beginning that is coming in your life. But if you can be accepting of this, this can really open up some major doorways for you. This is definitely a time of taking on responsibility. A lot of people may be putting some weight on your shoulders at this time, but being committed to your relationships and connections with other people becomes extremely important because you may become slightly detached and isolated at this time. This could definitely be a huge time of higher learning, higher education, travel at this time. And you're becoming very strategic as well, very mature in your way of thinking. You're thinking long term, you're thinking about the success that you can achieve at this time. You may also be suddenly thrust into a leadership position again, or to have to take on a role of responsibility that is brand new to you that requires a great deal of courage. There can be issues with anxiety, stress at this time, worry about what things will be like moving forward. It's definitely a time to let go, a time to find a sense of peace and relaxation within yourself. Take on some new hobbies or practices in your life that can help you to relax at this time. Meditation, spiritual practice becomes extremely important. But a lot of you are looking for this anyway. You're looking for this higher meaning, this deeper meaning in life. And for some of you, you may find a new guru while traveling, while going to foreign lands, or there's something foreign or distant about a teacher or wise person coming into your life as well. Definitely for some of you, you're resisting change, which is going to take you off of your path. So make sure that you are aligned with your true path and calling. This becomes extremely important. And this is definitely a time of communication, of spreading your knowledge to other people, spreading your skills, your talents. You may be collecting a lot of talents at this time that can help you to really achieve success. This can be excellent for your creative expression, for your talents that are starting to bloom at this time. And you may feel a little bit hesitant to jump into these talents and skills that you're developing. This may be something that's brand new for you, or you're still getting a feel for it. So let's talk about the houses then, and what will happen according to the 12 houses of the chart. So, looking at the first house of the chart, this is definitely a time again that is all about striking out on a new path, a new journey in life. So, it is all about being courageous, being daring, not being afraid to accept these new changes that are coming into your life. If we look at the second house of the chart, you definitely want to be careful with how you deal with money at this time. There can be a little bit of a reckless attitude in this area for some of you. Or it could be that you're a little bit reckless about family as well. Again, make sure that you are not neglecting those connections and attachments that are important to you. Look out for your loved ones at this time. Check in. Don't become too isolated and detached from this area. So, third house, again, new ideas, new creativity coming in at this time. You may be coming up with new breakthroughs, new opportunities in your life, but you're a little bit on the back seat at this time. You're taking your time to really see what these ideas are about and how you can actually manifest them in your life. So you're not necessarily sharing everything with everyone right now. You're taking your time to develop these new skills, these new ideas, these new breakthroughs that you're coming up with. Looking at the fourth house of the chart, work life balance is extremely important. Again, you may become detached from your home, from your family at this time because you're so focused towards all of these responsibilities that you have to take on. So make sure to find a balance there where you can also contribute to your loved ones as well. This could also be a time where you have to establish some better boundaries, also. You could give a lot to other people and not receive anything in return. So, this may be something that you have to deal with as well. Looking at the fifth house of the chart, there will definitely be changes coming into your life. This is a huge time of your spiritual journey. This is a huge time of travel, of new opportunities, of new ways to express yourself. Again, be open to these changes because this can definitely help you to achieve success. For some of you, there may be blocks and delays related to your education, related to some opportunities that you want to take on. Don't take this to heart. For some of you, you may feel like you did all of this work in the past for nothing, but really, this is showing that you gained a lot of strength, a lot of experience through your past. So hold on to that strength, hold on to that wisdom that you've acquired through those past experiences. Don't let the disappointments or delays or obstacles stop you from moving forward. Looking at the sixth house of the chart, you may face some challenges in your life because, again, there's a lot of changes that are coming in, and you may be trying to resist these changes. You may feel like you were forced into having to change and to make these changes in your life. This could also show that some of you are holding on to some past regret. Some of you are holding on to guilt, to shame at this time, where you want to really work on this. This is definitely showing that you may be put in a situation where you either have to let go or to try to make peace with the situation. You may be presented with two situations where you either want to just try to brush this under the carpet or to take accountability. So make sure that you are taking accountability for your past actions and trying to make up for it. But don't beat yourself up over the past. This is definitely something that can hold you back at this time. And this may also be reversed where someone else has hurt you in the past and they're sitting with this. They are trying to decide if they're going to step up and take accountability or if they are going to try to make this disappear. But this is definitely something that has to be faced. So, looking at the seventh house of the chart, you may struggle in your relationships because, again, you may become a little bit too isolated, too detached from other people. Make sure that you don't become too isolated. There may be a feeling of social awkwardness or anxiety when dealing with other people. So the more that you're able to express yourself, to take that time to really attend to these connections, this will help you in this area. Looking at the eighth house of the chart, this may be a time of celebrations due to some of the changes and transformations that you're going through. So, again, be open to these changes because they are definitely going to open up some new doorways for you. This could also be a time of unexpected romance coming into your life as well for some of you. Or on the business side, this could show unexpected business opportunities as well. Looking at the ninth house of the chart, definitely you're going to have to take on some huge responsibility at this time. You may have to be nurturing and caring to other people. And definitely, this is going to be a very sensitive time for you where you're taking on all of this responsibility, you're taking on all of this work in your life. And this may also be a time where you're very interested in your spiritual journey. You're looking to improve and develop your intuition at this time. So, this can be very promising for you as well. This definitely is a time to get into your creative expression, into your talents. You're trying to level up in this area for sure. And again, it shows that you are developing this new idea, this new way of seeing things, but you're not quite ready to share this with other people. Be very careful of resisting change because this can definitely block the opportunities and fortune that can come into your life as well. Looking at the 10th house of the chart, this is definitely going to show a mastery over creativity. So, again, if you are in a creative field, this is excellent. You are going to master something new that you have never done before with this placement. This is excellent for tapping into your talents and skills at this time. This could also be great for people who are in spiritual professions as well. If you're getting into spirituality, occult, mysticism, you could also be tapping into a newfound gift at this time that can help you to achieve success also. But you are a little bit restrained in this area. You're not quite sure yet. Again, this idea that is just something that is on the back burner at this time, that you're really trying to figure out how you want to express this. Looking at the 11th house of the chart, this is definitely asking you to always behave from the highest moral values and principles. You may be faced with a decision that you have to make that requires you to take the higher path. And so you may be tempted to take a lower path, but Jupiter, especially being in the 11th house, is asking you to make sure that you are ethical about your actions, about your behaviors, your intentions at this time. This becomes extremely important, especially when dealing with your social network. Definitely take the time to think about the consequences before just leaping into an action at this time. This will really help you in this area. Looking at the 12th house of the chart, some of you have lost faith. Some of you have lost hope in your belief system and your spiritual practice. You could feel like the universe is against you. You're going through all of these changes, having to focus on all of this work and responsibility, and you can feel like things are not really going in the way that you want it to go. Realize that you are going through a transformation at this time. So you definitely need to let go of the past, let go of the baggage that can weigh down on your shoulders. This is definitely a time to make peace with your past and to realize that you are in this cocoon stage where you are going through a lot of different transformations. You are advancing in who you are, and this will lead to success in the end. So I hope you all enjoyed this. If you like this, don't forget to leave a like. If you are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you all in the next video.